The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Henry running right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the... And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 4.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And away we go from Wisconsin. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it on the draw. We'll cobble together a yard there. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Love from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
First down from the red zone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Carr off the play fake. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They motion the tight end over. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Got his target, it's Hill. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it 2nd and 4. Motioning one of the tight ends. They give on second to Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll run the toss to Kamara. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Working inside the red zone. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. This throw is caught. It's a New Orleans touchdown. This play gives us an excellent opportunity, Brock, to talk about how well he sees the field with the ball in his hands, because that was a big part of that touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a handoff or gets hauled in on a 30-yard throw. The instincts, that's what it is. Instincts with a capital I. And the best running backs in the game today, they've got to do it as a runner, and they got to do it as a receiver.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers driving ahead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, set. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it! And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
It's Kamara on third down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. On the return, here comes Reed. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set, cut.
To the air with Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. He's back to throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set, ready.
Throwing it just before halftime. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's DeMario Davis. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half certainly an... It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from Lambeau. Jaden Reed to return this. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Play fake, it's Love. Going deep right away. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off, but now he loses the ball. And the Saints grab it. And the Packers, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Okay, Brock, this is a weird one. All the turnovers that offenses wish that they could get back, and yet here they're choosing to let this one stand. They've declined the penalty.
I don't know what they're doing.
No.
Are you trying to punish your own team? Are you just not furious at your player for that turnover? Yeah, this one is dumbfounding.
He's got Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running behind center with Kamara. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another run for Kamara. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10 now from the 30. Run here with Kamara. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And want to get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Packers pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Takes the handoff. Now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. Set. Blaster. Six. Black Ultra. Set.
Trying again, following the sack. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Love on 3rd and short. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Love throwing on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Thrown on first down, Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So that was an exciting first quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Love to throw again. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready.
Love. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. I know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Offense up to the line fast. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers hoping to get the scoring started soon. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
They go play action here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside. Well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
right, here we go. Second down. Now Kamara. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
Ready, set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Set, punt. Set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Ready.
Here's Love to throw. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
This one taken in by Kraft. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Drill green. Striker. 3-3. Set. Punt.
One final shot before halftime. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say this has been a defensive slobber knocker through 2, right? Maybe some points finally on the horizon as we resume play. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He's contained at the line for no gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Carr off the play fake. Connects with Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jair Alexander with the stop. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Carr here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for 7 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball. And over time, he's going to make you pay.
They give to Kamara, left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
They go play action with Carr. On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running right, it's Kamara. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for second down. A run now with Kamara. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Well, he made the edge, just not a lot of room to maneuver once he got out there. They limited the damage very nicely on that toss play.
So after 3, we're still waiting on our first score of the contest. Somehow this game is still scoreless as we get set for our final quarter. Packers into a nickel defense, third down. They send a man in motion. Looking to throw. Taken in by Shaheed. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Kamara running out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Back to throw it. He puts some juice on it deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Black shot. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the...
Risky throw, and it's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hitting Olave on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Saints holding just a 1-point advantage. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left. This is Kamara. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Here's a give to Kamara. He finds space into the red zone. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints grow their lead to 8. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Setting up to pass. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Come on, set.
Here he is to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Now to throw. Forced out to his right. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge.